Chad Wheeler, that's with a C. It's Chad Wheeler. He had a very productive career at USC. Of course, less know about these linemen because they don't have the ball in their hand. But just to let you know, if you're not a USC fan, a 4-year starter, All-American last season, played tackle mostly at USC. I don't know how he projects to the NFL level because sometimes the tackles that are a little bit less athletic move to a guard position. So what are you hearing about Chad Wheeler?
Well, that's actually what I am hearing about Chad Wheeler is that he has excellent balance. He's got pretty solid footwork and body control, but he sort of he works pretty good on the move when you're sort of pulling, and when you pull, you usually are doing that with guards frequently you are anyway. The biggest concern scouts have about him is that he's injury prone. Just about all his time, every year he had at USC, he had some sort of injuries going on. And so, a lot of folks, the NFL, they hit harder up there. And so they're concerned that if the college level was putting you in the doctor's office pretty regularly, there is a concern that it's not going to go very well for you at the NFL level. Secondly, if you need to have him moving to work well, probably best to move him to a guard position. And that's always a concern when you're moving to a guy to a new position that maybe doesn't really have any film on. He can't really show you what he's done there. And then a lot of folks are saying that it'd be best for him to go to a team that has a zone blocking scheme where the offense sort of blocks to it, or the offensive line blocks to a particular spot rather than a particular man. So that right there limits the amount of teams where he's best utilized. And so because of this, despite his excellent skills, it's sort of the draft economics. If there's fewer teams where you're best useful at, you're inherently going to drop down in the draft. So it's tough to say where Wheeler is going to end up, but he's probably looking at a pretty late draft pick. Would not be surprised, well, maybe a little bit if he went undrafted, but he could drop. He's got a lot working against him, but he's got skills, but there just seems to be a lot of question marks for NFL scouts.